Calling Charlie Kirk a fascist and allowing that to justify his murder is intellectually horrific and has to be the biggest victim complex in history. Something I've been seeing a lot in TikTok comment sections about Charlie Kirk's assassination is this weaponization of quotes against him that are supposed to convince you that he deserved to die. They'll use these quotes to justify an ascribed position that Charlie Kirk holds and that position is inherently fascistic. To pin a disagreeable argument as proof of fascism or Nazism has to be the most intellectually dishonest and worst way that you can view political disagreements. To say that just holding an opinion that you disagree with is enough to make somebody fascist is to say that to hold that belief, it is more likely that that person is inherently evil and peddling evilness than it is that he's just wrong or ignorant or stupid. Couldn't it just be that Charlie Kirk is wrong? Couldn't it just be that what he's saying is valid? It just doesn't actually exist in the real world? The mental gymnastics that you'd have to do to convince yourself that you don't even need to address the core argument or even understand what they're trying to say so that you can just pin somebody as fascist just not worth hearing is exactly what the fascists do to convince you to hate specific groups of people. Instead, you want to be the perfect victim because you don't even have to defend why the arguments that he's making is bad. You can instead just post them and just hope that people on their face will just disagree with them so much that they'll just follow you blindly. You don't actually have to understand them, you just have to claim that you're affected by them. How insane is that? Do you not think that there is a justified reason to be against gun control? At least a valid one? It doesn't have to be sound, but you could say that if these things were true, then it would obviously be true that we should be supporting this. You could think it's wrong, but why would you just intuitively think that it's evil instead of just stupidity? Newsflash, guns are already banned in schools. Killing people is illegal. So at least the base level argument is that banning guns wouldn't actually affect these things. Now argue against that. Make that argument. Don't just say that his position defending guns is automatically fascistic. Just argue against what he's saying. Being pro-life forces you to accept the position that if a 10-year-old gets raped, then they should still carry that baby. The argument isn't correct, but if you truly believe that abortion is killing a fully grown person like you and me, then that's the position that you should and have to defend. Not only that, but if it's true that it were a person, what Charlie is saying here is correct. So just engage with the arguments. When somebody flashes a quote at you, have the discipline to try to understand the broader point that's being made and understand what is being said here. Even if it's scary, even if it's uncomfortable to address some of these issues, if you don't, then you are the problem. You are the exact people who stood by idly while the Holocaust was happening because some group of people told that you don't even need to engage with the arguments. And then now you're just defending whatever side got to you first, whatever side convinced you to believe something first. So just remember that when you're trying to justify assassinations.